Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. Today we're playing a wonky deck, pretty interesting and sweet. This is called Treasure Storm or Bat Blade, which is a donation deck from Moist Moose, who has given this to me, and the purpose of this deck is to slow storm off with treasures and drain out your opponent. So how does this deck work? Well, the payoff is something like Mirkwood Bats. Whenever you create or sacrifice a token, each opponent loses a life. We've also got another effect, Nadir's Nightblade. So this is the bat and this is the blade. Whenever a token you control leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. Reckless Fireweaver over here can ping your opponent every time you have an artifact enter the battlefield. And then we have a bunch of treasure creators with Prize Statue, which can also be sacrificed to Deadly Dispute. Big Score and Expected Windfall make 2 treasures. And then our huge top end is Marut, which is new to Magic Online actually. And it's very old. It's actually an old card, but it's new to Magic Online. It says, when it enters a battlefield, if mana from a treasure was spent to cast it, you create a treasure token for each mana from a treasure that was spent to cast it. So implementing this broke Magic Online for like a week, but it's back to normal now. So in the end, you pay 8 mana to make a Marut, which deals them 8 with Mirkwood Bats, which makes another 8, which you just sacrifice again, so you 24 of them, which is pretty sweet. Okay, so we have 6 2-drop draw 2s with Deadly Dispute and Fanatical Offering, and then the rest of the deck is 8 of creatures that make treasures when they die with the new card Greedy Freebooter from LCI. And then an old card, Impulsive Pilfer. And each of these make a treasure when they die. Then we have 4 Gal Blast to clean up the ground or finish your opponent. And then 2 Candy Grapple as another removal spell, which you can bargain your artifacts away. The mana base is 10 artifact lands with Great Furnace, Vault of Whispers, and Rakdos Carnarium. Oh no, this is just the bounce land. And then we've got 4 each of Mountain and Swamp. So it's basically just a split mana base. Over here in the sideboard, a couple of Pyros, some Cast into the Fires. We all know what those do. Now Spellbombs for Terrors, Weather Storm for Burn, a Singleton Fiery Cannonade, and then 3 of this Warren Weirding. What this does is it says target player sacrifices a creature, and then if a goblin is sacrificed this way, that player creates 2 1/1 black goblin rogue creature tokens. So we could sacrifice our own Impulsive Pilferer to go wide, or we can use the Warren Weirding as an edict against terror. We can also... So it's basically an edict that could potentially make tokens on our side as well. Alright, this deck is very interesting. Definitely new and different, so we're just going to jump right up into the league and run it right into the top of the meta and see what happens. I'm pretty excited. We want to just do the thing one time. Let's see if we can do the one time. Don't forget to check out the Patreon if you want to have me play your own brew. And make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know what you thought. Maybe we can tweak this deck and make it OP. We'll see you in the matches. Okay, round 1, we're on the play. I'll take it. So let's see. We have a quick ramp, and then we can play Nadir's Nightblade. Let's keep it. We can also Fanatical Offering the Prize Statue. Play Vault of Whispers to make them think we're on burn. Pass the turn. Our opponent plays Silver Bluff Bridge, which could mean that they're on Affinity. Could also be Jeskai Ephemerate. Pass the turn. So Prize Statue makes a token when it enters the battlefield. What are you going to do? It looks like Jeskai Ephemerate. Pass. Let's play our Nightblade. Now we can sacrifice the treasure token in response to removal to deal them 1 damage. Don't know if that's the greatest. I think I'm going to play the Freebooter and then offering the Freebooter to make a map token and make a treasure token. Or I could just offering the Prize Statue and have a creature on the table. That might be better. They're going to play an Augur Bolus. And what do you get? Late to dinner. Well, I'm not interacting with late to dinner. Interesting. Can play another Nightblade. Freebooter. So this cracking this deals them 2 damage, makes them lose 2 life. Don't know if I want to crack it just yet. I think it's better to Fanatical Offering the Freebooter because we get the scry value before we draw. Okay, they're going to use Cleansing Wildfire, holding up a counterspell here. They're going to Wildfire. All right, so I guess this is a pretty good opportunity for us. So this Fanatical Offering is going to essentially cost 1 mana. I think I'm going to attack with everybody. Okay. We're definitely going to be dealing some damage here. Let's make the Fire Weaver. Attack with the team. They're just going to block. Okay. We get to scry. I don't want the land. Put you to 17. Let's Fanatical Offering the prize statue. Okay. Draw 2 cards, make a map. So they now lose life, go to 15. Can crack this. They're going to go to 13. This is a lot of damage right now. I'm going to map the Nightblade, I guess. Explore. Freebooter. I'm going to put that into my graveyard. Then I guess I'm going to play prize statue. Deal them 4 more damage. Okay. You're at 6. Play Carnarium. You're at 5. Pick up a land. Red. You're at 3. Play Pilfer. Somehow that I should have picked up the artifact land because I could have pinged them again. All right, fair enough. That was a big turn. I didn't think that was going to work out that way, but it seems to be working out. A brainstorm. I don't know how they're going to live through this. Definitely should have picked up the Vault of Whispers, not the Swamp, because I could have pinged them up playing the Vault of Whispers. They scoop it up. We win the first game. Oh my god, I did not expect that. Alright, we're going to go Pyroblast and get rid of the Candy Grapples. We could also cut the Galvanics, potentially, and maybe the Marut, and bring in the Nile Spellbombs and the Cast into the Fire. I don't know if Cast into the Fire is going to be good or not. I feel like it's pretty nice to take out their artifact land, though. So do I want to go 1 for 1 just on their land? Probably not. So let's cut these back. And then go for the Galvanics. That was neat. That was certainly neat. Okay. I think we mulligan. If I find a land, what's the odds of finding a second land in the first 2 draws? Second land, I would be in business. Start the 1 lander count. I'm keeping. Oh, man. Okay, Sodarex. We've got multiple prize statues here. Can't believe that worked out. Plays a foil land. We're going to draw. Did not draw it. Okay, we have one more look. Plays play an island and Augur Bolus. We find Ritual of Rejuvenation, whatever that is. Gain 4 life, draw a card. All right, I'll take my beats. That's my fault. I know I shouldn't have done it. Let's try again. Ritual of Rejuvenation. I'm just gonna try to not keep a 1-lander again. That's classic. Classic. Yep. Multiple lands. We got the Pilfer. Seems like a really good hand. Pilfer, go. Prize statue, go. Maybe just, I don't know if I want to do 2 Pilfers. Oh, then turn 3, we can big score discarding the Pilfer. It's pretty nice. Okay, land Pilferer, and it's your turn. We get to play our prize statues turn 2. We got the bats. Bats are in town. Spell Pierce? No. Lorien revealed. Okay. Going to attack. So let's see. I think we big score discarding the Pilfer regardless. I don't know if they have a Dispel or a Spell Pierce. Let's attack. Do I think they have Spell Pierce? Okay. Big score. Discard the Pilfer. I don't know why you're wildfiring my land. I clearly have basics. Okay. Yes. I'll get a mountain. This is neat. Okay, they discard a Mole Drifter. Land. We play Mirkwood Bats. Play a Pilferer. Drain you. Play another Pilferer. Drain you again. Attack. Okay. Now I can encore this thing and then attack my opponent next turn. And then they'll be at like 9. Recycling the Lorien, looking for the floodplain so they have white mana. A good card for me would be a Deadly Dispute. Or another big score. They bolt the bats. Aw. Encore this. Play Great Furnace. Pass the turn. You go to 11. Now we make a treasure. We need a card draw spell. Our opponent is going to evoke a Mole Drifter. Draw 2. They can't ephemerate it. They don't have the mana. Plays a land. Passes the turn. Okay. Another bats. Play the bats. Play... I think I have to save the land in hand in case I draw a big score. Attack for 3. Sorry. I think it's possible that we want to just crack this. Arcane-Mancer for a bolt. They're going to bolt the bats again. Let's do this. Pass the turn. Okay. Now I can Deadly Dispute the prize statue. Make some mana. Draw. Can Pyroblast this. Kill this, get that off the table. Play this Freebooter. Pass the turn, attack for 3. You're going to be at 4, so I have lethal. If I find a rat, I can deal 2 damage. They're going to wildfire. Can't believe it. Okay, they're just sitting there like, what do I do? What do I do? You take 4 and die, and then I go to game match 2. I can't believe it, we won it, we're 1-0! Easy. Well, let's see how the rest goes. See you in match 2. Round 2 versus Ed Elric. Let's see. I think this is fine because we have multiple land drops. We can Galvanic Blast a... what can we Galvanic Blast? A Swiftspear. Yeah, that's it, a Swiftspear. Land, Epicure. I think I'm going to just get that off the table since I don't have a thing to play next turn. I know that's not a great thing to be doing. Land, pass. So if they play... I probably want to wait. Bushwhacker, Bushwhacker. Okay. Land. Let's play out the Fireweaver. Pass the turn, because we want to get value off the prize statue. We have the Marut in hand for the super combo. They're going to Chain Lightning. Okay. You're going to just cast a single Bushwhacker. Cast Bushwhacker. Cast another Bushwhacker. Alright, pass the turn. So I can prize statue here. Pass. I think I want to hold up removal for the possibility of them having Swiftspear. Or like, let's just kill a Swiftspear. I don't want them to be able to have, what's its face? Namesticker Goblin. Sorry, I'm just like, I'm so overwhelmed by this deck that I'm having a hard time. Okay, let's see. We can big score. Discard the Marut. just because I need the mana. Play Mountain. I can play the Nightblade, and then if they have 2 removal spells, it dies. But I need to be able to do something. Black. Play this Nightblade. Okay, this does gain me life, so that's kind of nice. They're going to play Swift Spear, and then Seal of Fire. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Bolts this thing. Alright, that doesn't really work out anymore for me. They're going to attack me for 1,000,000,000. We're going to sack the prize statue to the Fanatical Offering, draw some cards, find a Freebooter and a Fireweaver. I can Fireweaver, and then I can map the Fireweaver, hopefully draw land. That worked out exactly as I wanted it. Unreal. Okay, so, oh no, but that's still just a 1/3. Play this Freebooter, pass the turn. We're going to discard a land. So I think post-board we just want Weather the Storms and maybe the Cannonade. Somehow we're still alive. I don't get it. Okay, let's block here and block here. So they're going to have to Seal of Fire my Fireweaver. See if they want to take the 1 damage. Okay, they just kill my guy so that I don't put that on top. Draw. Land. Let's play this Bats. Okay. We're not in a good spot. Not quite dead yet. I think I blocked the Tomb Raider and then killed the Swift Spear with the Candy Grapple. Nothing. Let's kill that then. Draw. Big score. Discard the Swan. Land. I'm discarding the land. Okay. Let's Deadly Dispute away a land. Away a land. Deadly Dispute a treasure token. Or just Deadly Dispute another land away. Play Unexpected Windfall. Red. Red. Discard the land. Deal him 4. Play Pilferer. Red. Pass the turn. You're at 7 somehow? Okay. Things are somehow happening. They play a land. They're going to pass the turn. We're just chilling on this Mirkwood Bats. Okay, we have a Fireweaver. Play the Fireweaver. Put you to 6. I think now I attack. Pass the turn. You're at 4. They have a Ren's Resolve into Kuldotha. So I can Kuldotha the land. Then I'm on defense again. If they have Kuldotha Rebirth Bushwhacker, I'm dead. I didn't think about that. They scoop it up? What? Okay. Weather the Storm. Get rid of these Maroots. Too big. And then bring the Cannonade in. Can get rid of 2 Candy Grapples. Alright. That was weird, but cool. Disciplinedly not keeping a 1-lander this time. Alright, so what do we do here? We have Land Pilfer. Turn to... I think we keep and then get rid of the Furnace. Or the Mountain. I guess maybe the Mountain. So we can play Land into Pilferer. And then block with that guy. Then we can play... Okay, we have Weather the Storm now. That's a nice pickup. My plan is to just block a hasty creature with my Pilferer. They have Reckless Impulse, Kuldotha Rebirth, and Ren's Resolve. Let's play the Carnarium and pass. Next turn, we can play the prize statue and then a land and hold up Weather the Storm. This is very interesting. Okay, they're going to Ren's Resolve again, and it doesn't look like they found a land. Things are falling apart for our opponent. They found a land. So they're going to Epicure or Kuldotha. They cast a Kuldotha Rebirth. So the question is, do I just play the Nightblade as a blocker, or prize statue hold up Weather the Storm? This turn they're probably only going to cast 2 spells. think I block. Make a blocker. Pass the turn. On the next turn, I can prize statue, crack the token, and play a Nightblade. They're going to chain lightning the Nightblade. Okay. I need to probably hold up Weather the Storm this coming turn. We'll find out. Like if they attack right now and I trade, then I have 5 mana. Prize statue go to 4. Then I can hold up Weather the Storm or Big Score. Big Score, discard Nightblade maybe. Surprisingly intricate. I feel like they're not going to push damage because they don't want me to have the treasure token. We find a Mirkwood Bats. Let's play it. Bats. Honestly, I probably should have been playing the Nightblade because it gives me a life drain. But I need to use all my mana. They can't use a Kuldotha right now. They're going to chain lightning. Attacks for 3. I'm blocking 100% of the time. Implement of Combustion, so they can Kuldotha this turn. Too bad I didn't have weather. So I'm looking for a Fiery Cannonade, my singleton. Let's go statue. Land. Play another Nightblade. Pass the turn. Swift Spear. Another Chain Lightning. Red. Do I go? Let's go red. I'm gonna red. I'm gonna copy it. They have to have another bolt in hand to save their Swifty. Pointing at the Swift Spear. And the Swift Spear is dead. They play an Epicure. And attack for 5. Alright, so you might notice my clock went down. I had a little bit of issues here. So I think I'm going to lead on Deadly Disputing the Prize statue. That puts me to 5 mana. Another card in hand. I can Carnarium, pick up this land. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm going to pass the turn. I'm a little bit concerned about the potential for a Bushwhacker. Let's pass the turn though. If they don't have a Bushwhacker, then I think I'm okay. Monastery Swift Spear. Reckless Impulse. So they can only play a 1-drop here. So let's just Galvanic the Swift Spear right now. Reckless Impulse for our opponent. Another Swift Spear. Okay, they're going to attack. Now I'm going to Big Score, discard Swamp, draw 2 cards, cast Weather the Storm. That gains me 18 life. We're going to take 6. I'm going to untap Prize Statue, Galvanic Blast, the Swift Spear, pass the turn. Nothing much else I can do, and I'm really looking for that 1 of Fiery Cannonade or some sort of removals. Way to deal with our creatures. We can Pilfer back. Might as well. Attack you. Go play the Mountain. Pass the turn. We get another treasure token. I can... Just going to Gal Blast this Swift Spear now. Pass the turn. Let's see what they rip. Tomb Raider. So they're going to attack me for 8. I'm looking for draw spells, and they have the Bushwhacker. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? 16, 17 damage? Come on, Cannonade. Find a Fireweaver. 5, 6, 7. Not dead yet. Definitely need more Cannonades. Cracks the Synthesizer. Finds a Ren's Resolve. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have to block here. Probably dead. And that's the game. Okay. So we need to keep... Maybe Cast Into the Fire is okay. The way to get rid of a couple of creatures. Get rid of 2 Gal Blasts. Just need to clear the board, basically. Unfortunately, no more Cannonades in the sideboard. Okay, I have Cast Into the Fire, Unexpected Windfall, Mirkwood Bats. I think I play Furnace, pass. I mean Swamp, pass. Then Carnarium on 2. Let's just kill this thing. Pass the turn. Play Gorilla Shaman to take out my land. Well, good for you. It's lame. Fair, but lame. Pick up my Swamp. I'm going to cast into the fire, kill your Shaman. Seal of Fire. Okay. Play the Mountain. Pass the turn. Next turn, I probably have to Unexpected Windfall. Let's kill their Gorilla Shaman. Kind of surprised anybody's playing Gorilla Shaman at this point. It's the turn. Opponent gets in for 1. So now we're going to play land and pass. I think we Windfall and discard probably the Mountain. So they Synthesizer into another Synthesizer, making the Swift Spirit 3/4. We've got a Tomb Raider. Who's going to attack for 5. They're tapped out right now. Windfall, discard the Mountain. So now we have 6. We found the Cannonade? What a lucky duck. Okay. Let's get rid of your stuff. Land. Pass the turn. Oh, no. It doesn't work. Tomb Raider. That's annoying. We should have updated this. That was a really bad 1-for-1 then. Very terrible. Kill that. Pass the turn. They find a Mountain. So I think I probably want to exile this. We're going to big score, discarding the Pilferer, and then play Vault of Whispers, and exile your Synthesizer. We find another Synthesizer in the exile zone, so I got rid of 2 Synthesizers at once. Sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now they Reckless Impulse into Reckless Impulse. So we would have almost maybe won with... So we've got Mirkwood Bats into Pilferer. That doesn't do anything though. I guess it doesn't do nothing. That's the important thing. It doesn't do nothing. It deals them 2 damage. Then pass. We could Weather the Storm for basically nothing right now. And they're at 17. Reckless Impulse for our opponent. They probably going to Lightning Bolt the Bat. Chain Lightning. Yes. Red. Red. Yes. Kill the Samurai. I wonder if they're going to send it right back at me. I imagine they are. Fire away. We're at 6. We'll say no to that one. Interesting. I can play this Nightblade, and now when I sacrifice the treasure, I gain a life, which is good. I'm looking for a Deadly Dispute into a big score, basically. Implement of Combustion. Land. Chain Lightning face. Okay. I'm not paying. Bolt. Let's go green. Puts me to 4 life. And white for ease. Now at 5 life. Cast Weatherstorm. Hope they don't have Bolt in hand. They have Bolt, so that's the game. Okay, round 3. We are 1-1. I've got a greedy freebooter that I can hit with a Deadly Dispute, so I think I'm okay with it. Land into Epicure. So I'm just going to play my greedy freebooter and block. Pass the turn. Nice to trade with their 1/1s at least. Opponent plays a Tomb Raider. Sends with just the Tomb Raider. Okay. You got it. They're attacking me. So what's my plan? I play Mountain Pass. I think I'm going to play this Pilferer. Pass the turn. I can double block the Tomb Raider next turn. I'm not sure the Encore on the Pilferer is even that good, to be honest. It's pretty good in Mogwarts because you make infinite red. But losing the token after you pay 4 mana to bring it back, it's like paying 4 mana to get 1 treasure on the field. I don't know if that's good. They play a Kuldotha. You have a Bushwhacker? They do. It's going to be a short game. So we're going to block and trade with some of their X1s. Take a million. We're at 9. I guess our main deck life gain. Do I want the bats? I guess. At least we can play the bat as a blocker. Bats. Pass the turn. I think we're going to be way too slow here. And obviously Fiery Cannonade is really bad in the face of Tomb Raider. We need to maybe upgrade that post to be something else. They play a land, play Reckless Impulse twice, Lightning Bolt my creature, attack for 4. So yeah, that's cool. 4 damage. I can play this Reckless Fireweaver. At least that's a thing I can do. Land. Let's dispute the treasure token. I can pass the turn. I can actually bolt or Galvanic Blast this, take it off the table and block and go to 3, which is not dead. Reckless Impulse. Swift Spear, Epicure. Yeah, we're pretty much dead. Swift Spear. Plays an Epicure. Lightning Bolt. Alright. It's been real. Didn't have to bolt my creature, it just bolted me. I had lots of options. Mono red. Good times. I'm going to keep all of my removal spells, and because the Captain to the Fire basically didn't do anything. Makes you think like maybe we should just play only these 2 and then 2 bats. Let's try that. Submit. Okay, we would like to play first. We're going to mulligan. We're keeping a very slow hand. Getting rid of the swamp. We'll go Swamp, Carnarium. Land, pass the turn. Swift Spear, go. Land, pass the turn again. And then this next turn, it looks like we're going to go Fireweaver, play Vault in order to get the ping. And then we can, the next turn, play Nightblade, Galblast. Okay, we're going to take 2. They find a Furnace and a Kuldotha. Reckless Fireweaver, Vault of Whispers, pass the turn. Now our opponent can Furnace, Kuldotha, Bushwhacker, kill you, basically. They could also have Namesticker Goblin and really go hard here. Plays Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider. Easy day, I guess. Lock. Surprised they're not playing the Kuldotha. What do you have, a 2-drop? Okay, there's the Kuldotha Rebirth. So I do need the green mana. So we're going to go Pilfer, Nightblade. Pass the turn. Oh, they wanted to make sure that they got the 2 damage in from the Tomb Raider. So am I dead to Bushwhacker? Not sure. Next turn, so this coming turn, Pilfer is going to die. Then I will create a treasure token. I can drain them 1 by sacrificing the treasure token for the Weather the Storm. I can also Impulsive Pilfer from the graveyard. Reckless Impulse for our opponent, finding a Lightning Bolt so they can take out my Nightblade. Chain Lightning the Nightblade. Okay. Sad times. Block and block. Pass the turn. Get a treasure token. We have double Weather the Storm. And I don't know if creating mana right now does anything. I'm going to pass the turn. They have Lightning Bolt in exile, so I'm probably going to have to kill the Swift Spear. I'm going to Lightning Bolt my Reckless Fireweaver. They think better of it for some reason. They're going to swing out. Okay, we're going to block a token because we can trade. If they bolt here, I will Galblast the Swift Spear. They're going Lightning Bolt, face. 1-0. Our opponent is very specific about what they're doing. I'm just going to Galvanic the Swift Spear right now to take it out. They're going face on the bolt. All right. So you need to do another one. No, they didn't have extra bolts or that would have gone through. So right now we're going to gain potentially 9 life with the Weather the Storm. Plays a land, passes. So let's attempt to weather the storm for 9. We gain 9. That worked out. We can encore this. So now we can play the Carnarium. Pick up my Vault of Whispers this time. Attack you, get a treasure token. We're not winning, but we're not dead. So that's important. And then we pass the turn. They're at 15. I can block the Kuldotha token still. What is in your hand? Gorilla Shaman? Okay. It's pretty lame. Why is everyone on Gorilla Shaman, huh? Okay. Just don't understand. I'll gain 6 life. They play a land. Swing for 2, and I'll block. So I'm looking for a Nightblade, I guess. Or well, I really just want Deadly Disputes. Annoying. Land, pass the turn. Even Cast into the Fire would be okay here. They have another land, so they seem to just be flooding out hard. They pass the turn. Play my Freebooter. I can block with that. So I can double block a Tomb Raider and kill it, but then they'll eat my token. At least the Freebooter scries when it dies. There's another Gorilla Shaman. Nice sideboard cards. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, I'm going to double block, which kills that. I get a treasure token and ping them to 14, and then they eat the treasure token with the Gorilla Shaman. Oh, they messed up there. Okay, we have Unexpected Windfall. Is that useful? We can play that, then they eat all my treasures. Discard my vault. Go ahead and play a Freebooter. They're going to use their mana to eat my treasure token. And then I can Deadly Dispute the treasure token. Make another mana. And that's all I can do right now. This next turn, I'm going to play the Mirkwood Bats. And then after that, I'm going to play the Big Score. And then Mirkwood Bats is going to deal them 4 damage in the air. Or a bunch of damage from the Big Score. They're going to Lightning Bolt. If you just attack with that, do I care? I think I do. I'll double block. Your Gorilla Shaman is a waste of time. But it's, it's your own. Let's keep this on the bottom. I don't want the land right now. I'm going to have to discard something to the Big Score, but I still don't want the land. Okay, yeah. Kill my thing. That's pass. Play Ren's Resolve. Find Lightning Bolt and a Reckless Impulse. So they can bolt my bats. Okay. They're going to cast Reckless Impulse. Find Epicurean Chain Lightning. Guess they could Chain Lightning face here. At this point, I do want to draw the Fiery Cannonade. So they're getting rid of my creature. Okay, Deadly Dispute's good. Oh no, my treasure token, it's gone. Oh no. Okay, Big Score, discard the swamp. Let's Deadly Dispute the treasure token. They have Freebooter. Get rid of one of your stupid things. Pass the turn. One to place an Epicure. Somehow we're on turn 11, just sitting here staring at each other. We've got an experimental synthesizer. Finding a mountain, so they get to play another mountain. They already... Okay, that's mountain for turn. Crack the synth. Finds another synthesizer. Now they're going wide. Synthesizer again. Finding a mountain. Can't use that. Finally attack with everything. I'm just going to kill this thing. Okay. Cast into the fire. So this turn I can play the Nightblade. Or I can Big Score. I think I'm going to bottom this. Yeah, I can play the Nightblade. And then cast Big Score. They go to 11. Big score, the Galblast. Pass the turn. So we're at functionally 7 life. Can block here. Our opponent's going to crack the synthesizer, finding a lightning bolt. Alright, I'm done. On to round 4. We're going to mulligan this opener with 1 land. This time we have 2 lands, double freebooter. I'm going to keep and get rid of 1 freebooter. Land, freebooter, go. Opponent is on some sort of, okay, not Boros. It is, let's play the freebooter and pass. I think it's probably a Jeskai type of deck, or Jeskai glitters nonsense. Are you going to attack? No. All right, let's play prized statue. Pass the turn. Wonder if we can beat Jeskai glitters. We have a couple of cast into the fires in the sideboard. When it has a Frogmite, I'm gonna make the Gingerbrute attack. All right. I think we have to hold on to the Galblast. Let's play Reckless Fireweaver. Play Great Furnace. And pass the turn. Looking for card draw. Right now we have a Galblast for 4 damage. So just trying to hold that up. Springleaf Drum. Deadly Dispute on the prize statue would be nice. Double Enforcer for our opponent. Okay. Sick. They appear to be holding up a Metallic Rebuke. Really gonna attack and not... Obviously I'm blocking. Alright, let's just kill this thing. We can no longer afford to play around glitters, unfortunately. This freebooter. Pass. Now I'm going to hold a mountain in case I draw a big score with something. Last. Okay, they don't have anything right now, it looks like. We can block and ping them. They're going to go to 18. Don't want that. They've got nothing else. So maybe they just have the Metallic Rebuke in hand. Okay, we have another freebooter. Opponent is taking their draw. Makes the thing unblockable. They're going to attack again. We'll just trade. You go to 17, we ramp a little bit more. Looking for Deadly Disputes, and we bottom the land. 17. They play a land of their own. Maybe they're holding a land in hand. There's a big score. We can discard the mountain. Draw 2. I can pay for a Metallic Rebuke here. Now I have a Candy Grapple. I can Candy Grapple their creature if they suit it up. Alright, that's kind of cool. Any more card draw? Marut would also be neat. 5. They're going to suit up their Gingerbrute again. They've got double Gingerbrute, right? So they can just attack for 2. Question is whether or not I try to Candy Grapple the Mirror Enforcer. They are Why are you going to be that way? The last card was the Galvanic. Let's kill this thing. Sacrificing the prize statue. And we'll block and take another Scry. Bottom that. Looking for card draw. Galvanic. Not that good. We're going to take 4 for a couple of turns, probably. Mirkwood Bats would be decent. The Nightblade would actually be the best right here. And we can get rid of their creature, luckily. So they're going to attack us for 4. We're going to 10. I need card draw off the top in order to keep moving. Find the Nightblade. Okay, so now maybe a Marut would do it. 5, no, maybe 10 damage. So we can at least deal, we're at least at functionally 15, and they're at functionally 9. They can't attack us with the Frogmite now. Of course, they rip a glitters like a pro. Yep. Champion. So we'll go, right now that's 12 coming in. Sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. Put me to 13. Need Deadly Dispute into something. Alright, we're dead. We want the cast into the fires. Once again, not going to bring in the Marut. I think the Fiery Cannonade's also decent, so let's get rid of the Mirkwood Bats too. Just bring in maximum removal spells. I guess I could bring in the Warren Weirding. If we have a next game, I'm going to bring in every single removal spell I have. Okay, this is okay. Let's get rid of the Freebooter. Play Mountain Pass. They mulligan to 6. We also mulligan to 6. Plays a Thraben Inspector, which will immediately die. And pass. I just got to keep them off of creatures if I can. Play this Prized Statue. Pass the turn. So this next turn I'm going to play the Nightblade. They've got white-red. And I find a Galvanic, which can eat the Frogmite. Kill a Frogmite right now. Blast it. I'm going to go to 21. They're going to blast my thing back. Okay. Deadly Dispute on the Prize Statue is what we're trying to draw. And they have Mirror Enforcer, of course. Play Prize Statue. Play a land. Pass the turn. You got the Glitters. My opponent plays Synthesizer into Standard Bearer for some wild reason. What are you playing Standard Bearer for, dude? What? Okay, I guess that's an anti-removal tech. Fanatical Offering. Sacrifice the Prize Statue. Draw. Deadly Dispute. Draw. Land. Kill this. And then we're going to bargain away that. Sacrificing a treasure. Pass the turn. So now they can Synthesizer. Hopefully they hit exactly... Oh, God. Glinthawk? Okay, so... I think they're probably going to be able to fight through our removals. Glinthawk into Thoughtcast. It's a pretty sweet deck. Into Crack the Clue. I'm going to exile your red land. Pass the turn. So now if they want to cast a synth, they have to tap the Glinthawk. Alright, they just have a Thraben Inspector, so no, it didn't really matter. They can tap the Thraben Inspector for red and cast a Synthesizer, and etc. Rustvale Bridge, so eating their land was a mistake overall. Now they get to draw another card. They're at 41 cards. Deadly Dispute the treasure token or the map. I think I'm just going to Deadly Dispute a land. Let's play the Nightblade. Then map the Nightblade. And I want to put that Impulsive Pilferer. I can put that in the graveyard right now, or I can draw it and then big score discarding it. I think I'm going to put it in the graveyard. Pass the turn. I've got a 2/4. I can drain them a little teeny bit. Probably just going to discard whatever I draw. The Core Skyfisher, pick up the Synthesizer. Drawing another Standard Bearer. Some sideboard choices. My Nightblade still dies to Galvanic. There's another Glinthawk. They're going to pick up a land. Plays the land. Gingerbrute. Swing away. So we draw a Prize Statue. I'm going to big score and discard it. Draw 2 cards. Find a Pilferer. Not that useful. That's okay. Let's play the Pilferer. Pass the turn. So I can go to 18 life by cracking the treasure tokens. I find a Frogmite. That's a free card. Plays a Glinthawk, picking up the Synthesizer. So they're just digging as hard as they can to try to find all the glitters to finish me off. Right now they find a Springleaf Drum. They play the drum. Okay, tap for another synth, apparently. I found the glitters, it looks like. Nope, another Standard Bearer. That's the 3rd Standard Bearer. So maybe we want just, like, try to chain and bring in Weather the Storms. Okay. They are going to attack with a bunch of stuff. Can't block. We're at 8. Play this Freebooter. Going to attack you with my Pilferer. I probably should have encored the other one. Messed that up. And then let's just encore it and pass the turn. So we get another 2 life back. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We're not dead. We're definitely not alive. Okay, synthesizer for our opponent. Frogmite. Frogmite again. Synthesizer. So our opponent is doing powerful pauper things, and we are sitting here on a lot of treasure tokens. Springleaf Drum. Yeah, you got stuff. You're doing things. 2, 4, 6, 8. They're going to attack for 8. Okay. Weirdly, they are not attacking with the Ginger Brute, even though they could. We're at 1 life. Alright, scoop it up. Alright, let's do round 5 and try to get a 2-3. Mash 5, looking for that 2-3. Let's do it. No possible play yield all. We've got Pilfer or Freebooter in turn 1. I think we probably play the Freebooter in case it dies and we can scry. I mean, either way, we could try playing the Fireweaver on turn 2. Probably is the best play. Use our mana wisely, and then see what happens from there. Opponent is on mountains, but they don't do anything. Let's play the Fireweaver and swing out. We need to be aware that they could have a Namesticker Goblin at any point. So it's possible that we play the Rakdos Carnarium and just pass without playing the Pilferer. It's really hard to say that. Pilferer. Flame Breather's not great. I need another artifact right now. Okay. I can Candy Grapple this. Kill that. -3, -3. And then we'll pick up the Vault and swing. If this is just like Pinger Burn, maybe it's a better matchup than Kuldotha. Wait, land go. Okay, ping you 1. I'm still going to big score the Pilferer right now. Okay. Attack. We seem to be decently set up at the moment. They're at 12. Next turn I can Mirkwood Bats, Deadly Dispute. Alright, they're going to kill my creature, huh? Okay. I want to set up a point in time where I can, whenever you create or sacrifice a token. Okay. Let's big score the Pilfer again. I'm looking for land. Find a Fireweaver. Okay, let's attack. I can Galblast them to 9. Well, 8. I'm pretty close to winning. Let's see what happens. Next turn I'm going to play the Mirkwood Bats and try to win. I just play land pass. What is in your hand? I'm going to attack you. Maybe they just don't have anything going on. Let's Carnarium, returning this Vault of Whispers, play Mirkwood Bats. Then I'm going to pass the turn. I assume they're going to go after the bat. So I'm going to just now drain you 1. Drain you 1. Deadly Dispute this. This makes a treasure. Put that on the bottom. Drain you 1. Okay, draw 2 cards. So this puts you to 6. And then I can just Deadly Dispute this. They're dead. They're just straight up dead here. That's kind of neat. Okay. Black. White. Deadly Dispute. Wait, I should probably... I screwed up already. They're not straight up dead. No, they are anyway, because of the tokens. Yep. 3. Red. You're dead. Okay. Cool. Alright, I can see how Mirkwood Bats plus making a bunch of treasures at instant speed is really cool. So I think... I don't know what we should do. Whenever you... This seems pretty neat. That's all I'm saying. Let's get rid of the Maroots. And then... 1 Fireweaver. I don't know. Mirkwood Bats is our best closer. Fire Weaver can block. I need all my removal spells for their pingers. I need to weather the storms. I can just get rid of one of my crummy creatures and submit. Let's keep... How much you want to bet they're going to bring in Gorilla Shaman? 99%. Is it turn 1? Nope. Okay, Mountain Pass. I don't want to get my first land killed. This again. Opponent is going to play a 2-drop or no? Play Swift Spear. And Lava Dart us. So I'm going to go land, kill your Swift Spear. We're taking 2. Going to 17. And kill that. Next turn we can Pilferer plus Deadly Dispute. And that will give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana on the next turn. Nightblade. You gonna cast into the fire? Yes. Ridiculous. Okay. So this deck is just, it's weak to some weird things. It felt good about that cast into the fire. Maybe it's just like Ren's Resolve, they find Searing Blaze and the Festivities. I need to be able to get rid of this Pilferer. I want a black mana. Don't find it. Pass the turn. Let's attack. If they kill my creature, I'll create a treasure token. Then I can Deadly Dispute the Great Furnace and then Weather the Storm. Searing Blaze. So now we have a treasure token. Let's pass. Okay, Fire Weaver. Play the furnace. Then they're going to go to 18. Oh, I can also bring back the Pilferer. I guess what would be cool is if I could find another land and then bring back the Pilferer and then Deadly Dispute it, making a bunch of mana along the way. Flame Breather for our opponent. Draw. This is very good. I'm going to Deadly Dispute this land. They go to 17. There we go. Play my Vault of Whispers. Play the Freebooter. Then I can Deadly Dispute the Freebooter and then cast Weather the Storm, or I can just pass. What are the odds that they cast 3 spells? And then I can get more value. Alright, I'm just going to pass. I'm going to take the greedy line. Ren's Resolve for our opponent. So they're not going to be casting 3 spells here. Swift Spear and another Flame Breather. They missed on the land. Are they going to attack me? No. Alright, do I Deadly Dispute the Freebooter? By Fanatical offering the Freebooter, I miss on... I get a map. Can I map at any time? I have no idea. Let's sacrifice this. Make a map and a token. Okay. Top. It's kind of good for me. Get a treasure. Get a map. Okay. Now I have too many lands. Okay. Play the swamp. Play the Mirkwood Bats. I'm going to kill the Flame Breather and get in, rather than hold up Weather the Storm. Yeah. The next turn I can play the Nightblade, and then I can map the Nightblade. Try to make it big, so that it doesn't die to... So is it better to map the Nightblade or the Bats? I think probably the Nightblade just for life gain. Okay, they have another Flame Breather from Exile that we knew about. We have a big score. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Play the Nightblade. So now we don't really need to have the Weather Storm in hand, so I can discard it. Let's see if they die here. They might die here. Okay. We're going to 16. Big score the Weather the Storm. You're going to take a ton of damage. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay. Sacrifice, you go to 4. This ended great. All right. Let's map the Nightblade. Make a treasure, or we don't make a treasure token. We just drain you 2. See what's on top. Anything good? No. We want to keep that on top. But it doesn't matter because we win the game. We went 2 and 3. All right, that's much better than I thought was going to happen. Got some cool storming off action. Feel like there's some numbers that may need to be tweaked, but it was really cool when you got to go off with multiple Mirkwood bats and you're just throwing stuff onto the table, making treasure tokens. That was sweet. All right, well, once again, thanks Moist Moose for the deck donation. If you are interested in getting deck donations going, check out the Patreon, patreon.com/kalikaiz. Once again, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.